Round 6 coming up. This is Roger Mayweather in the black trunks, Efrain Nieves in the green. Mayweather in control.
I saw Mayweather, Chris, come out right there, and I read his lips and can't repeat on television just what he said to Nieves. And it was really reminiscent of hot dogging, nothing more than that. Surprised to see it from a former champion. I don't know why he would do it at this point, resort to that, when Nieves has put up a pretty good fight.
Game opponent, not nearly as skilled as Mayweather. Therein lies the real difference. Flat-footed again, Mayweather, flailing his arms more than anything, and nothing really was finished. Feinted 4 punches. Now he's asking for a low blow warning, and he gets it from Max Harnisch, pardon me.
Well, Nieves has got to realize that he is behind on points, and we have gone through 5 rounds already. And if he expects to win this fight, he's really going to have to come on in the latter 5 rounds and probably even win it by knockout.
Again, Mayweather peering into the crowd to listen to or respond to someone's exhortations, and I don't understand that. He's not 100% attentive to the task at hand. It doesn't seem to be.
Doesn't seem to be at all.
Taking a couple of shots right there. Feints jumping back in over the referee's shoulder. Nieves trying to go to the body. Mayweather just tucks the elbows in. Now he comes up with a flurry. 2 of the 5 scored. The last one being that little left hook, and it got around. And again, he gets another flurry going. A couple of those scored again. Nieves still trying to work the body. He's pounding on the kidneys of Mayweather just a little bit. Now they pull themselves apart as Harnisch was stepping in to break the 2 fighters up. They tie it again. This time Harnisch has to come forward. Little body work by Roger Mayweather there. Nieves, he snuck in a little left hand there, Bob, against the jaw.
But maybe too little too late, as Mayweather has done pretty much what he has had to do here so far in this fight. Workman-like job against an opponent that you had to figure was not going to go down at all. And certainly not going to go easily.
He's not terribly hard to hit, but he's hard to hit real square.
And if you do hit him real square, he's tough and he stands there and takes it.
He's active.
No, he's no bum. I mean, we made that clear from the outset of this. The guy is not a bum.
Right hand, I think, snuck up there from Mayweather. He's been rocking Nieves a little bit, just a little bit in this round to be sure. He snapped his head back about 4 times in the last 15 seconds. We're running out of time in the round. End of round number 6. Roger Mayweather slumps in his chair, and we'll get a good look at Nieves.
And yet has not done a lot of damage to him. Surely he had to expect that, though, given the man's background.
We go into round number 7. On the right, Roger Mayweather. On the left, Efrain Nieves. Mayweather on his toes now as he opens this round. He's been flat-footed for several rounds. Still flat-footed as Nieves. And the opening flurry goes to Mayweather. He's working at a little greater range. Now, we talked about that a round or 2 ago, Bob, that maybe he needed to get back and leave himself room to finish and turn. And that's what he's doing. Pop, pop, right there. He's extending the arms and going all the way through the punches. That may change the complexion of the fight.
Well, I think it's getting to the stage of this one that Mayweather does not want to get caught by one punch. He's got it fairly well in hand. And when I say that, I hope it doesn't mean he's going to retreat and dance around the ring the rest of the way. I hope he'll force some of the action at least, but we'll see exactly what his intentions are.
Nieves people just yelling frantically, get inside, get inside, get inside. They see what Mayweather's done in this round in terms of altering his tactics slightly, and they don't like it.
I think Mayweather is too quick for Nieves to get inside on. He's just going to move and stay out of the way and cover up along the ropes just like this.
No, that's about the only way to do it, to get close to him anyway. Just force him into the ropes. As we saw in the second round, we saw Mayweather do that, and he got himself in a little bit of trouble when he just stood there. There's one to the body that stopped on the elbows. They exchanged them. Again, exchange them and tie it back up.
Well, they're just dancing now, Christopher. And again, Mayweather seemed to be looking elsewhere, but in the center of the ring that time.
That's scored, and that's clinch. A couple of good scoring punches, first in a while for Mayweather. But you're right, it's taken on a familiar pattern here over the last several rounds. Quick flurry and then tied up. Now Mayweather acts like he wants to do a little bit more about it. He scored a few times in that flurry once again, and Nieves really wasn't able to answer. Tries to throw a roundhouse right, didn't get through. That left slipped by. Mayweather got that one on the jaw. That one rocked Nieves. There's another one on the jaw. That rocked Nieves. There we go. Now Mayweather picks up the pace just a little bit. He follows two right hands, good solid right hands with a little bit of a flurry. Nieves tries to tie him up and gets it. 30 seconds to go in the round.
You saw Nieves hardly grunt there and come back for more.
He wavered just to his right, kind of teetered a little bit, and then he came right back at it, but didn't really snap back by any stretch of the imagination. Comes pounding back in, almost a headbutt there. They clacked together pretty good. 15 seconds and less, 10 seconds to go in the round. We're about to conclude round number 7 of this bout.
Well, I think we'll see a replay here momentarily, Chris, of the flurry that...
Coming up on round number 8, it's a scheduled 10-rounder, the co-main event here. Coming up later, we have Jimmy Young and Tony Tucker as the 8th round is underway. Mayweather, I don't know if that's his Halloween move or what, but it didn't frighten the opponent.
Well, now Nieves, realizing he's behind, has come out here and looks as though he wants to be the aggressor. Let's see if he can land any blows and do any damage to Mayweather. I doubt it.
Well, he's certainly boring in on it. Mayweather looks a little disgustedly off to the side, as you could see, rolling his eyes back. Now he pushes the man away, almost with a sneer on his face. Now there's a combination. That right hand missed, that left missed, but the combination scored earlier. The right hand got across the ear. Now he pushes the opponent back. Nieves stumbles backward.
Can't let him do that.
There's a new tactic, Bob.
You can't let him do that. Twice he let Mayweather push him. Now the warning finally comes.
Well, that's one way to keep the guy away from you, just shove him. But the referee, Max Harnish, isn't going to put up with it for too long, and now he's a little bit concerned about that change in tactics. Breaks them up again. Mayweather wants to fight at range. We noticed that in the last round, and that's what he was trying to create with that push-off on 2 occasions, Bob. He's got to do it with a different method. Now, just as suddenly as the pace went up, it goes right back down. Almost to the prime.
This one is at a standstill right now, isn't it?
90 seconds left in this round, which is the 8th of 10. A little flurry there by Nieves. Mayweather doesn't respond at all, except with that. And the right hand scores across the eye. Another body combination. The left came around. That hook got through. Again, Mayweather scoring with a series of punches.
Having fought just 11 days ago, you have to figure Nieves is going to be tired, but at this point it seems Mayweather is the one who is fading more rapidly. There's certainly not in any danger at this point.
55 seconds left in the round. Nieves, he looks a little tired as he bends over there. Kind of catches breath, breathing open mouth. They get back at it. There's a couple of shots to the body. Mayweather scores with a combination. Those are slaps more than anything, but they are hitting Nieves in the face. Then they pull them apart. 30 seconds left in this round. Mayweather with his head bowed just a little bit. There's a kidney shot that got around. Nieves scored with that. Not the kind of thing the judges mark down, but it certainly tells on the body after a while. Nieves has gotten a few of those around in this bout. 5 or 6 of them. It doesn't take a lot. A little bit of a warning there. They touch gloves and get back at it with less than 15 seconds to go. 9 seconds by our stopwatch, coming up to the end of round number 8. And round 8 is history. A little bit of action afterward. Crowd picking up some applause back there, Bob. They saw a little more action in that round.
It hasn't been a bad fight, and the extracurricular activity, if you will, that occurred at the close of the round, indicative of the fact that these two guys don't seem to like each other much for whatever reason.
No, you're not supposed to out there, that's for sure.
Well, but frequently there's a mutual respect between opponents in the ring, and you get the feeling that that's missing where these two are concerned.
There's a look at Nieves, who has, boy, he's just been hit a lot. That's all there is to it. Several of the blows, 15 to 20, have been good rocking right hands throughout the course of the bout. The rest have been almost pity-pat combination stuff, but they take their toll.
At least they were blows that would have rocked normal people. Let's put it that way. But